Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel and welcome to my first ever video about a YSL full-size palette. Today we are going to talk about this Couture eye palette from YSL. It is called Nude Hours and it's got 9 shades of brown. Now, although that might not seem super exciting, I do feel like this palette is a little exciting. It is the first of its kind. It is a 9-pan palette from YSL. The pans are pretty big. I saw this one announced on Trend Mood sometime last month. I believe I talked about it in a Will I Buy It video, and I have been very curious to see the price of it ever since, because even though they are pretty pricey, I quite like the YSL quads, these right here, and these are pretty expensive. They retail for $69 each, which is very expensive for 4 shadows. However, if you want to treat yourself to some luxury, sure, why not, I guess. So when I saw last month that they were launching a 9-pan palette, I was like, that is going to be super expensive. And I thought if it was over $100, I was not going to grab it, but if it was under $100, then I would consider reviewing it. Now this one, full disclosure, was actually sent to me. I didn't have to purchase it at all. But with that said, I would have purchased it anyways because the price of it is $85, which to me was very surprising because I expected it to be like $135. With that said, whether or not spending this much money on a YSL palette is worth it is absolutely up to you guys individually. We definitely have plenty of cheaper palettes on the market with many more shades at a more affordable price, but I am very curious to try this one. So in today's video, we are going to swatch it and I'm going to create a look or two with it. I'm going to show you the packaging, and by the end of the video, you will be able to determine whether or not you want to invest money on this 9-pan palette from YSL. Now, without further ado, let me go ahead and show you the actual palette. Check it out. This is the packaging right here. It is kind of mimicking the look of the YSL clutches, as you can see, and it has a soft leathery material that is brown with some gold sparkles alongside it. And then once you open this palette, this right here is what it looks like. So it seems like we have a couple of glitter shades, a couple of shimmer shades, and 5 mattes. I quite like the matte formula that YSL has been releasing in their quad palettes, and you can check out right here side by side. I believe the pans might be bigger in this bigger one as well. It's like a value sort of thing. Here are the quads versus this one. The pans are almost double the size. Hopefully the formula is the same, because I was about to say I quite like the matte formula of the shadows that YSL has been releasing in their quads. And like I said, these are pretty pricey for what you get. So it's honestly even better of a deal than I thought at first, because I thought that the shadows would be the same size, but you were getting 9 for $85 versus 4 for $70. But it turns out you actually get double the product per pan in here, because these weigh 1.94 grams each and these weigh 1 gram each. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I hope that the mattes in here are the same formula as these mattes, because I quite love these. And now if you're interested in these little quads, because they are quite easy to travel with, this one here happens to be my favorite one. This one is $7.20. You can find it at Sephora. I'm going to, of course, have the big palette and also this one linked down below in the description box. I love this shimmer shade and the cool tone mattes are incredible. And then my second most favorite, I believe, has been discontinued, which is this one here. They launched this one spring last year, and I love the tones of these matte shades. I cannot believe I'm telling you that this 9-pan $85 eyeshadow palette is a good deal, because that makes no sense. But if you compare them to these $70 quads, it's an incredible deal. Anyways, let's go ahead and go on with the swatches. Now these don't really have names or numbers or anything, so I'm just gonna swatch it across like this, the way I do most palettes. Here are the first 3 shades. And from what I'm feeling so far, it looks like the matte formula is the same one as the matte formula in the quads. And the shimmers feel even better, because I'm not the biggest fan of the shimmers in the quads. They're good toppers, but they're not super pigmented. And these, oh, that one's gorgeous. These seem to actually be much better. I got a little bit of matte black in this one, so I'm going to go over it a bit. Check it out right there. The shimmers swatch nicely and these glittery topper shades are gorgeous. Here are the last three, which are all cool toned. Here are all 9 of the shades swatched. The mattes feel buttery soft. And while they're pigmented, you can also see that you'll be able to build them up really nicely. They seem like they're going to be very easy to blend shadows. So now that I see we have some warmth and some coolness in the swatches, I think we're going to do 2 separate eye looks for this one so I can show you guys more than just one. I'm going to start the first look with this shade right down here, this beautiful cool tone taupey color. And I am going to blend it all throughout the crease of my eye here. And that immediately blended very beautifully. I'm adding a little bit more to the outermost corner of my eyelid and then working it in. I'm going to darken that up with the warmer brown, this one up here. On the tip of that number 15 brush from Redfern, I am going to tap it on the outer third of my eyelid and then work it upwards into my crease so that it blends into my transition shade. I'm going to also bring that color to the inner third of the eyelid. I'm going to do a bit of a halo eye over here, connecting the warmer brown right through the center. And then with a smaller brush, this one is a Eyeshadow 00 from Redfern, I'm going to grab this warm, darker color and once again add it. But this time I'm not going to blend it up to the crease. I'm just going to add it to the inner and outer thirds of my eyelid and barely blend it into the rest of the shades. Just like so. I'm also going to add some of that color right underneath my lower lash line here. These are really pigmented and they blend like nothing. They blend very easily. And then back with a clean brush, this is a 13 Max from Redfern in this taupey shade. I'm going to diffuse that lower lash line color. With a flat brush, I'm going to grab this bronzy shimmer shade and I'm going to tap it on the edge of my warm brown, leaving the center of the eyelid clean. Just tapping it over. And then with my finger, I'm going to grab this sparkly shade and I'm going to add that toppery color right in the center of the eyelid. Just like so. For my waterline, I'm going to use my taupe eyeliner from Natasha Denona, which I'm going to use on both eyes. So let me just put it over here as well. And then lastly, for the innermost corner of the eye, I'm going to use this toppery shade on a flat brush. Check it out right here. I'm actually going to add it right through the center as well. Here you have the first eye look fully finished. It's a neutral to warm brown eye look. Is it groundbreaking? No, but it is very beautiful, very elegant, and the quality of the shadows is the best I've seen from YSL. I can tell you that right now because even the quads, even as expensive as they are, have shimmers that sometimes are a hit and sometimes are a miss, but the shimmers in this one are good. So let's move on to the second eye and create a cool toned eye look over here. Once again, I'm starting with this taupey shade, which I'm going to blend all across the crease of my eye. I'm also going to take it right underneath my lower lash line and connect it at the end. Moving on to this cool tone shade right here, and it is hot outside, so welcome back to my very noisy AC. With that cool tone brown, I am adding depth to the outermost corner of the eye, and I'm using the Eyeshadow 00 brush. I am lightly blending this color into my taupey crease color, and I am also, ooh, that was so dark. Let me add some more back here. I was saying I'm also adding it to the inner third. Let's try out the black shade. I'm grabbing the tiniest bits on the tip of this brush, and I am going to intensify the outer corner with it and kind of lick it upwards back here, cleaning it up a bit by dabbing my sponge right through there. And this is how we are looking so far. For the innermost corner of the eye, I would totally go back with this shimmer shade, but just for the sake of using every single shade from the palette, I'm going to use this one on the inner corner. I believe this is the only one I was missing, so I'm going to add it on the innermost corner and then work it in a bit through the inner crease here. And you know what? I'm also going to use it as a base in the center of the eyelid. Why not? I'm going to add it right here since it's got a very light base to it. And then I'll add the sparkle over top because we gotta have sparkle. So I'm going back to this one with my finger and adding the sparkle right here in the center of the eyelid. that's fun. And this right here is the finished second look with this palette. Nice and cool toned, very elegant. And I've been saying throughout the video, the shades have been very easy to apply, very pigmented, and very easy to blend as well. Here are both eye looks from a normal distance. I'm going to try a new YSL mascara as well. This came in the PR package, and I believe this is not a mascara I own from them. It is called the Lash Latex Mascara, so I'll let you know how that goes. This is what it looks like here, and let's see what the wand is like. One of these tapered rubber wands. So I'm going to curl my lashes, put on mascara, and I'll be back to show you the final looks. Back with the finished looks, and I quite like this mascara, so I didn't add it lashes. I feel like it made my lashes look pretty great and like very defined. So here is finished look number 1, which is a bit warmer, and then finished look number 2, which as you can see is much more cool tone. Overall, I do really like this palette. The price surprised me, especially because I was expecting it to be more expensive because I'm comparing it to the YSL Quads. It's obviously an expensive palette in comparison to everything else on the market, but within luxury brands like Westman Atelier, Chanel, or Dior, this is a really good deal. So obviously it is up to you whether you go for it or not. The Sephora savings event is coming up soon, so you would be able to get this for an even more affordable price very soon. So that is something to have into account right there. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. Do you see yourself grabbing this one, and did the price surprise you as well? Because I was expecting it for sure to be over $100. I cannot wait to read your thoughts down in the comment section of this video, so please let me know if you are interested in this palette now or during the Sephora savings event. I have it tagged on the video, and I have it linked in the description box of the video down below, as well as everything else that I have on my face. Which reminds me, I did not apply blush, so hold please to truly finish up my look. I'm going to use my Fenty one that I had out. Much better, right? The blush definitely complements both eye looks. I needed that blush. Anyways, this is for real now the finished look. If you guys liked today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!